The following is a Cast Wave Studios production.
Cause you want that tasty treat. It's two fat guys eat.
Welcome to Two Fat Guys Eat.
Hooray!
I'm Sean Holmes. Across from me is Colin Kakamas, and over there is Brian Massey.
I was about to burp.
Well, that would be very unusual of you. So this is an episode that I'm going to Maine as far as back as I can remember when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this episode, I didn't go this year, but I was brought back something that I do remember getting. It's a delicacy that has a very off-putting name, a dessert, if you will, called Lobster Poop.
Lobster Poop.
Yes.
It's poop from a lobster.
Yes, it's by Acadia shops, and it's made specifically for the shops over in Bar Harbor, Maine, or as they like to call it, Bahaba. So we got some lobster poop here.
Now, Sean, if I might interject here, sir, what exactly is lobster poop?
Well, it's a good thing you ask, because it's actually a chocolate nut toffee. Chocolate nut toffee.
Oh, it's a nut.
It's a chocolate nut toffee. So on the front of the package, it has a picture of a red lobster, and it says lobster poop, and poop's in the bigger letters.
Yeah, lobster is significantly smaller on the package.
And it's a red foil packaging. You flip to the back, and it says lobster poop. Lobsters can have many different colors, including blue-green, blue, red, yellow, red-orange, and white.
Oh, white?
Yes.
You should a rainbow color.
So it's a 4-ounce bag of chocolate nut toffee, which includes chocolate with sugar, chocolate liqueur, milk, cocoa butter, soy lecithin for emulsifier, and pure vanilla and butter oil. Sugar, butter, hazelnuts, brown sugar, water, and baking soda.
I mean, sounds good.
So it may contain traces amount of nuts. So if you have a nut allergy, be aware.
We don't.
So
we don't. So we're fine.
So we're fine for now. Okay. So this is. Without further ado, I'm just gonna start passing these around. That one's for you, Colin. And some ASMR
very,
with the bag.
Very nice piece of some lobster poop.
Man, if this is how big lobsters are pooping, they need to get some fucking fiber in their diet.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I fucking love toffee.
To be fair, those are like two melted into one.
I am not. I don't have a problem with that though.
But it's still the same. So without further ado, the only in Bar Harbor, Maine, lobster.
Only in Bar Harbor.
Only Bar
Harbor.
Harbor. Only Bar Harbor. Lobster poop.
All right, lobster poop.
Oh, fuck yeah. Sign me
As
up.
I like to say, that's some good shit.
That is indeed.
I feel them.
Well, I mean, first of all, toffee is a very under-promoted candy.
When
that's
combined with
sad.
chocolate, it's marvelous. I mean,
Fuck, I'll eat toffee on its own. I don't need a fucking chocolate.
This would be
but
good.
This helps.
This would be good, crumbled up, chopped up, on some vanilla bean ice cream.
Yes.
Remember when we were talking about sponge candy? You have the same sort of flavor profile. But this is a lot better. Like, don't get me wrong, love sponge candy personally, but I'd fucking destroy toffee faster than you can say over sponge candy, if I'm honest.
I need to bring something regional from, because, you brought something from a place that you frequent, you brought something from a place that you frequent. I need to bring something from Colorado sometime. Don't know what, but...
Well, yeah, this is...
That's really good, though.
It's just good lobster poop from Bar Harbor.
From Bar Harbor.
I mean,
and,
this is definitely, like I bite into this and I think immediately of, Heath bars. You remember Heath bars?
I do. Well, you
a little thicker than the Heath bar.
A little thicker than a Heath bar.
A little thicker than a Heath bar. Why not?
Well, you got a bunch of these. You got a bag for each of you. You shit out in the dooryard. And you talk about your day.
Nice. You know what my only problem with toffee is that
Stuck in your teeth.
it gets stuck in your teeth, and it's a little too hard. It's almost like the weird like chocolate cousin of like Laffy Taffy. Because it's like, I don't know. I like it though.
It is good.
Break off Virginia and Brian.
It's very, very good. Yes, please.
It's just chocolate's really good.
Break off.
Well, it's got butter. It's got butter in it, like twice.
So it's good chocolate. Thank you.
And the chocolate liqueur helps.
Give me the chocolate.
Butter and booze.
Now, so we've established this, but let's just go ahead and cement this. If somebody wants to go and get themselves some lobster poop, they have to go to Bar Harbor. They can't just order this online.
You have to go to Bar Harbor. Katie's shops out there in Bar Harbor, Maine. And if you want more information, you go to katieshops.com.
Yeah.
Or you can dial them on the telephone at 207 288 5600.
So you got to go up to the place where the lobsters are pretty much free, and the kings are named Steven. Gotcha.
I mean, not a whole lot of people start naming the lobster, but it's pretty good. But yeah, it's lobster poop from Bar Harbor.
Do you think Stephen King's ever had lobster poop?
Probably plenty of, one or two times.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if you don't clean the lobsters properly, you're going to have a mouthful of lobster poop.
Yeah.
I mean, they poop everywhere.
I mean, who... Don't get me wrong. Delicious food, right? Delicious, that's a delicious snack right there. Fucking the most unappetizing name I've ever
It really
heard.
is. It really is.
Come down.
Come down to Dick
hear-
Queasy's Discarded Seafood.
I know, like I hear lobster poop, and I think of like that little poop sack they gotta pull out of the fucking lobster when they're.
You know what? I'm not super like I've had lobster before, but like, is it kind of like the shrimp vein that you have to like, or how is lobster poop anyways, or is it that? I don't know. I've never actually seen.
I don't know,
lobster
Brian.
poop.
I've never eaten actual lobster poop.
Well, no,
They don't
that's not
sell
what
that.
That's not what I'm. Because I've never cleaned a lobster. Is what I'm trying to insinuate.
Oh, okay.
I've never.
It's fishy, briny. It's like it's the same as is what they call the mustard down in Baltimore and Dundalk.
Is it kind of like the
Baltimore?
size of like a crab? Like
Yeah.
You got that? Okay, I got
It's the same thing. It's crustacean.
Gotcha. Okay.
Crustacean excrement
That
tennally.
filter bullshit that it's like the dead man's meat, basically.
It's really
They
it's
pee-pee and poopy at
it's
the
a
same
really
time.
salty treat.
Yeah. Oh God, no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, it's
Please don't ever describe it like that again.
it smells like that time of the month.
Oh,
You're drinking their piss and their
that's
shit.
that's untoward.
And that's what it smells like.
Oh,
Not the thing itself, just your description of
Yeah.
it, sir.
No, whatever.
that is honestly. I hate to admit this. I'd drive to Maine for that.
It's really good. There's a lot of other like local stuff that's really good there too. Obviously, you have the lobster, but it is market price down there is cheap.
Well, define market
They
price.
said market price. What price are you?
What market are you shopping at? No, it's what like I think last time I was there, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
But I think what they told me, market price was like $9 a pound.
Okay, so
It's 24 over here.
Yeah, no, it's at least 2 times that here.
2-3 times that.
So
Yeah.
I guess it would kind of be like
It's not really a delicacy up there because there's so many.
yeah.
They're
Well, I mean,
they're
lobster
abundant.
They're abundant.
lobster used to be poor people food back in the day.
Yeah.
It used to be like, here, eat this shit, and then it
The-
turned into a status symbol.
yeah, I can't
Isn't that
believe
fun?
I can't believe the bug meat turned into a.
Right? What's up with that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I will say my favorite thing from Maine, in terms of like a delicacy, is around October, November, fall time, is the scallops.
I just literally had scallops on the brain, dude.
Yeah, they
Oh my
really good
God.
scallops, and then they'll caught fresh that day.
Medallion scallops, like
Oh,
seared
huge.
in a white wine. Like
Yeah, that's what they do.
God.
There's
I used to make that shit at Paletti all the time. It was amazing.
There's like a 3. It's a 3-star restaurant. I don't think it's 4 stars.
But you gotta remember, like, the problem with scallops is, like, you gotta fucking cook them properly, and you gotta store them properly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will have worst shits ever.
But it's not. It's like an hour or 2 drive from Bar Harbor. It's called Old Salt, and they have really good scallops. Like, but they're usually if you go in the right time of the year, like in the fall when the scallops show plenty, and the real the Dutch cheap.
Okay, so here's something I've always wondered. You're the main expert of our group.
Yeah.
All right, so pray tell, what makes a Maine lobster roll superior?
I didn't really have a whole lot of. I can't really speak to that because
Really?
I haven't had Maine. We didn't have lobster rolls that often. We would just have lobster and then put butter on it.
Yeah.
Like it was literally how you enjoy it.
Sure.
We haven't really put it. We didn't put it into a roll. I mean, that was a lot. Of,
If that's not your thing, I get it.
I went there all throughout my childhood, and that is a lot of work to do already. Cooking a lobster, to get it out of the shell, to deshell it, and then put it into like a butter toasted roll. Like,
Sure.
it's a lot of work for kids to eat.
Did you hear that? Like, and again, this is sort
The
of
kids
going off,
who are not necessarily going to eat the bug meat.
This is sort of going off tangent, but kind of sort of side topic. But McDonald's actually had a lobster roll on their menu.
No, they did. McLobster.
Yeah. McLobster.
The McLobster. They have that up there.
I brought this up at the.
Oh yeah,
No, they
during
do.
the
They
Mix
do have the
16, yeah.
McLobster up there, and
Yeah.
it's
They still have it?
yeah, it's
God.
it's regional.
Well, I guess if there's one place that's gonna have it still, it's probably gonna be the place that's known for freaking lobster.
Yeah, they get
You know what I
local
mean?
lobster and they have it.
Yeah,
up there.
but from what I remember hearing is that like the McLobster like wasn't actual, like it was like a 3-to-1 ratio.
Imitation meat and all that. Well,
Yeah.
I mean that.
Which again, given
that's fast food.
yeah,
man.
no, considering
Like,
it's
that's-
McDonald's, I get
I mean,
it. I'm just-
if I'm going for lobster, I'm getting something caught that day. That's why I don't usually get it anywhere else
Yeah.
because it's not good anywhere else.
well, yeah,
like
'cause
the
you want
way
flash
I
frozen, or do you want actual fresh lobster?
Yeah, I like when I catch it myself that day, and like
Yeah.
I pull it out. We put the bands on
Oh
it.
my god, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
So okay,
yeah.
good news. The McLobster is still available
Huh?
on the regular in
Oh.
Maine,
Yeah.
obviously, New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut.
Wow.
Supposedly.
Here's my surprised face.
Well, okay, I could understand like Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, right?
Yeah.
Because those are fairly close to the region that they're caught.
Yeah.
I'm a little more surprised by like say Massachusetts and Connecticut.
I mean, it's New England. I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I guess I'm just
Yeah, I mean, with New England, yeah, I know that there's a lot of stuff that
No duck boat.
say no duck boat.
where are we going? To Doyle's.
Say no duck boat. It's the Doyles.
I miss that guy.
Me too.
Uh,
Well, kinda.
he had some choice words to say about the Panthers. He's some choice words.
Some choice phrases.
I just.
So Doyle's Cafe is closed, but I think they're remodeling. They're going to get new owners.
I'm sure they
There's
probably
a,
already
there's a ru-
have.
there's a rumor.
Yeah.
It's still closed.
Yeah.
For those who are not aware of what we're talking about, we went up to PAX East in Boston
Yep.
back in 2016, and we went for One Drunk Geek, which is another show that we haven't done in a while. Sorry, I haven't done in a while.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah. So, long story short, we went on this Grand Whirlwind tour where, like, you would go to the Sam Adams Brewery and check out, like, the original brewery. And we actually got to talk to somebody who, you know, long story short, we were told, hey, if you go to Doyle's, you'll get a free glass and you can get a free or something. It was like some kind of thing, and like
I think it's like you get a free beer, like if you take your Sam Adams glass.
Yes.
I think we're missing the part of the story where we saw like a big oak cask of beer, and then there's this big giant wall, which I assume was just a wall of wood, and he pulls it to the side, and then there's this fridge filled with beer. It almost looks like it had dry ice across it, and these big wooden casks.
Yeah.
You remember
I
big
remember.
wooden barrels, like huge wooden barrels, like they're about like 10 foot wide, like they're huge. And there's a little table set up there, and this is where they have private parties and
private events.
And we got invited to try some.
And we got into, and he goes in there. He grabs this thing off of the shelf, which was an actual corked bottle, and he brings it out. And then we taste whatever it was. It was just liquid gold. I don't know what. I think it was just liquid gold. It was pretty good.
Like, I mean, it's stuff like that. It's like
I just sorry. I was like I
No,
had to
it's
include
fine.
that little nugget.
that
there,
was
'cause
such a cool thing.
it was so cool
It
because
was
like
so cool, and then it was just juxtaposed by like we get on this party wagon thing.
and with
It's like this ain't no
with the
Duck Boat.
Doyle's guy.
And like the Doyle's guy is just and like
The problem is like
Jason.
Jason, that's right.
That's right. That's his name.
Jason, if you're out, if you're listening, hopefully
How's it going?
you're a prince. We love you. We
He's-
love your loyalty to the Patriots, even though they're trash now.
Please, just next time we're up there, please don't park the thing in the middle of the road and stop traffic so we can talk about
The Patriots.
the Patriots and how rigged everything is. Oh God, I felt because like straight
I
up
was
like
so uncomfortable.
we've stopped traffic for like 5 minutes.
I was like sitting there going,
Like we're being polite, but at the same time, it's like, are we gonna get fucking stabbed over this?
I thought I was gonna.
We were parked in front of a nice part of town. Thank
Okay,
God.
fair enough.
He didn't park us in downtown Southie.
Yeah.
Like
I was the idiot that wore the Broncos hat in New England. That was my problem.
Well,
he didn't park us in a bad neighborhood in Southie. Well, thank
Hi
God.
everybody, welcome to Boldly Going Nowhere.
Oh,
no, but so really, long story short,
Yeah.
go to
Anyways.
Bar Harbor, go to Maine if you want good seafood.
Yeah.
yes, please do.
And if you
It's
don't want to
really
travel
good.
that far, I guess you could just go up to just
Go to Red Lobster.
No.
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 What?
No. No.
I know, I just saw your faces.
No. The views therein that are shared by Sean Holmes are not that of Castaway Studios and are Sean Holmes alone.
Under no circumstances
No,
should you
don't.
ever go to Red
I was.
Lobster.
That was obviously a joke.
Yes,
You know, it's
Yeah.
funny, like, anytime somebody mentions Red Lobster to me, I just, like, first of all, the only reason you should ever go to Red Lobster
It's
is
the
the
Cheddar
fucking
Bay
Cheddar
biscuits.
And honestly, those things are, like, calorically, they are on the same level as a goddamn Big Mac. So don't do that. You'll eat at least 3 or 4 of those fuckers. And then you'll be like, I feel like shit. I'm like, yeah, you just ate 4 Big Macs, you dumbass.
Yeah, it's pretty good though.
Hey, my chest is on fire.
Dim Cheddar Bay biscuits though.
I legit have not been to a fucking Red Lobster in years.
I think the last time I went was like I think it was after I had graduated. My grandma wanted to do something nice, and I was like, "Thanks, grandma."
Now I'm like, but now that we're talking about this, now I really want to try a lobster roll.
Yeah. Well,
Because that sounds so good.
Well, there's a place that's over in National Harbor that actually, I look.
Yeah, I
Okay.
tried it with Ian.
Ian
that
was
was-
not happy with that.
I
No.
wasn't happy with it.
He
It's
was-
supposed to be hot, not cold.
Anyways,
I mean, yeah, from what I remember hearing, it's like, yeah, a lobster roll should be like hot. You
Yeah,
should
hot
serve
lobster.
Hot lobster.
yeah.
You're supposed to put the hot lobster, not cold lobster.
Hot lobster.
They put cold lobster in a warm bun.
Does anybody remember when Walmart used to have the lobster tanks?
Wegman still does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
Not
H-Mart
for
has
sale.
them, too.
I call the big one Leonard.
So
You can get live lobster.
Lenny the lobster.
I mean, they've been sitting in the tank for a while.
Yeah. Poor guys.
That's fine.
I'm just saying.
Reminds me of that Mulaney sketch. He's just like, it's the lobster that's been in the diner forever.
Yeah.
Is anyone coming out? Kill me, please. So anyway, speaking of lobster,
So lobster poop.
Lobster poop.
Lobster poop.
I recommend it if you're up there near in Maine, which you should always go to Maine, not just based for the food, but for the views, like Acadia National Park.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you
No,
could
I
drive
want-
up. You basically drive up to the top and then look.
Yeah.
So I always recommend doing that.
I don't think I ever go to that park just because I don't want to deal with bears. But
There's no bears around there.
What about moose? Are there moose up there?
There's no Mises.
The mega
No Mises.
the last existing megafauna.
There's no Mises. There's no moose. No moose Misons. There's
What's the plural of moose?
I mean there
Moosin'.
are black bears, but they as long as you're not like advertising you have food and like rolling down your windows and putting a fresh baked apple pie in the back seat or open bag of chips, as long as you seal your shit
every
and
time,
roll your windows up, you're fine.
every time I see a black bear, it reminds me of a story that Ian told me. Like he was done with work one day. He works at a golf course near Grandfather Mountain in Tennessee.
Right.
Or is it North Carolina? I don't remember which. But he goes out to the dumpster one day, and it's like late at night. He walks out, and he hears a rustling. He's like, what the fuck? He looks over, and there's a black bear trying to, like falling into their dumpster. He's just like throws the bag at it. He's like, fuck off! And the bear just runs off. It just reminds me of that YouTube video of just like that dude sliding his glass door. He's like, what up, you fat piece of shit? Slides open, get the fuck off my property! And then the bear just runs off. I'm like, yeah, he'd fucking do that. That idiot.
Yeah. Well, black bears are they're typically as
Gotta
long
make yourself big.
yeah. Them you can scare away. It's the grizzlies that stare back and go like no.
Oh no!
If they stare through you, you're dead.
Well, first of all, that's why people are like, why don't we go park? Like, why don't we go hiking? Why don't we go to the park? I'm like, no, I'm too fat to run from a bear.
I might sell you on doing tubing, but you have to bring your own tube because the ones that they have are shit.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah, like floating down a lazy river and drinking and just getting shit faced. Yeah, sure, I can get behind that.
I did that last weekend, and oh my god, it is the best.
Colin would be the guy in that sketch where it's like, oh, guys, stop running. And it's like, oh, no, I got honey all over my thighs. And, like, the bear's running faster.
Yeah,
That's him.
yeah, pretty much. I'm essentially the equivalent of a giant honey baked ham.
Yeah.
Don't
To a bear.
go in that deep water, that dark water.
You are the piece of wall chicken. And if Castlevania were real, you would be the piece of wall chicken.
The deep dark water, fat kid.
That
just-
water, that
yeah.
deep water, that
Just
dark
like
water.
you just see like Richter Belmont just bust open a wall panel and there I am just splayed out. Oh no, Richter, don't eat me.
No, don't eat my juicy ham.
Don't eat my juicy thighs,
No.
Richter. No.
Oh, why?
Don't do it, Daddy.
Don't. Oh, daddy.
You better run, fat kid.
Oh, such a
You
bad
better run,
daddy.
fat kid. Glass shark coming.
Glass shark coming for you.
Glass shark gonna come.
You get
Pretend there's a corn dog
deep
at the end
water,
of the
dark
pool, fat
water.
kid.
Deep water, dark
Grizzly
water.
bear coming.
Grizzly bear coming.
Do you like?
All right.
Coming.
Well,
fucking shit.
on that lovely note,
Do you like that, Betty?
Brian, where can we find you on the World Wide Web?
You can.
So dumb.
You can find me on TikTok at BlueRangerB_Rye. You can find me on. I will never call it that. Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at OneDrunkGeek. You can also find me podcasting with the X75 crew over at Voices from the Grid on Twitter at VFTG_PR. We're still working on Turbo as of this recording. And yeah, those are all my credentiales.
Colin, where can people find you on the World Wide Web?
Well, Sean, you can find me on the World Wide Web. Any social media platform, you can find me at Castwave Studios. That's right, I run the studio accounts. Yay! So yeah, if you ever have an idea of what we should do on this show or any of our other shows, by all means, send me a message and I just might take it under consideration. God knows I'm running out of ideas.
Yep. Send your angry letters to @Castwave Studio.
There you go. Send your angry messages of who listens to this bullshit to Castwave Studios.
And you can find me on, I guess, check out SeanHolmesDesign.com.
LinkedIn.
I'm not plugging that. That's already on the website.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's true, kid.
That's true, kid.
So this is Sean Holmes for Colin Kakamas and Brian Massey saying, don't stop eating when you're full. Stop eating when you hate yourself.
Two Fat Guys Eat is a Castwave Studios production. For other shows and more, please visit castwavestudios.com.